If I ask, what is the first thing on your mind when I say mushrooms, you think pizza, soup, pasta, all kinds of food. Are you getting hungry yet? But what do you think when I tell you that mushrooms can feed not only people, but computers? Yes, mushrooms. The plant that was probably everyone's last choice because fungi sounds like fungus, and let's be for real, that's disgusting. Although the properties of mushrooms, such as resilience and adaptability, are what make them strong candidates for this experiment. Today, I will be informing you of the way mushrooms may be the key to the future of computers. To do so, we will be talking about how this experiment started and what direction it is taking us today, the future of mushroom-powered computers, as well as the pros and cons of using mushrooms. From 2006 to 2016, before any mushroom experiment started, slime mold was utilized. With their intelligence, mold was controlled and was able to solve problems, but the results didn't prove enough as evidence that the experiment was making real progress. That's when mushrooms came into the picture. The unconventional computing laboratory turned to mushrooms for their resilience and similarities to the mold, making them the perfect candidate for bioelectronics. They were the only lab in the UK to include chemical, liquid, and biological matter in computer science. Though they were able to make discovery under that fungus, there was mycelium, which had the power to imitate a brain. This is possible through their memories and receiving electrical responses just like humans do. As a newer experiment, the mushroom served to be an impressive test subject. From Popular Science, February 27, 2023, Adamatsky describes the possibilities to implement neuromorphic circuits, but knowing many of his audience do not understand, he quickly moves on to say, I'm planning to make a brain for mushrooms. With this, the future of mushroom-powered computers are optimistic, taking us to how this is used in the present. According to Discovery Magazine, October 27, 2025, it is possible to connect electrical wires and probes at different points of the mushroom, and depending on the voltage and connectivity, to create different results. In the process of dehydrating fungi, attaching it to specialized electronic circuits and exposure to voltages, there was a 90% accuracy in switching between 5,850 signals per second in remembering these electric states. These work as organic memristors, which functions as a data processor to a neural network of a brain. In SciTech Daily, January 16, 2026, the memory effects of the mushroom have similar results to those in the semiconductor chips, creating the possibility of microchips. These chips manage to mimic neural activity, requiring less power when it's not in use. But with current advancements, I will continue on to explain the future of mushroom computers and the drawbacks. According to Ohio State News, October 24, 2025, the fungi are easily adaptable to computing technology, giving it the opportunity to be utilized in different areas of expertise rather than just electronic circuits. There's a high possibility that edible fungi will be used in large-scale projects such as edge computing and aerospace engineering, and they are biodegradable and cheaper than your typical sources, which reduces electronic waste. According to ZME Science, November 3rd, 2025, the reality of using mushrooms to power computers daily faces many issues. The biggest one being, commercial chips in computers are way smaller than the prototype with living fungi. To improve this, it could take years of experimentation to ensure the mushrooms could work their magic in a compact space. Not to mention, the computer chip is an advancement that has been studied and improved for decades, working even better than ever. But on the other hand, the mushroom memristors are a recent development which require slower upgrades before reaching the same scale that microchips have. Today, I have explained the contents of how the idea of using mushrooms to power computers was developed. Secondly, how these applications are currently developing. And lastly, the way mushrooms can be positively utilized in the future, like in aerospace, and what the issues they face are. These mushrooms have the ability to function as organic memristors, potentially being able to become a replacement for microchips, proving that we should always expect the unexpected. The power of mushrooms might be the next big thing in technology, not just in Mario Kart.